Okay, welcome back. And this will excuse me, be the last video for the week or the night. Hopefully, I'll do something tomorrow. But since I was on the roll, I thought I'd do another one. So we're gonna do airdrops. Real, real simple. I mean, like right now, I guess it is relevant. We can touch base on the price. It hasn't changed since I last did the last video. Basically, it's still in the toilet, and we're around 59. It's the weekend though. And usually, for some odd reason, Bitcoin goes up. It moves on the weekend. I would say that. It doesn't necessarily go up. I would say 70% chance it goes up. But it depends. It depends on what's going on. So right now, it's Friday. The market's closed. And, if you want to look 30 days, not so hot. But anyway, in these moments, it's always good to, take a breather, smell the grass and flowers outside and chill out. The summer's is coming to an end and the fall's upon us. And why not do some airdrops? You know? So just to pass the time. Because this market swings and swings and swings. And not everybody has the money to buy the dip. Not all the time. Like if you're like me, it's like, okay, I done bought the dip like maybe 3 to 4 times already, and it's back down at the same spot that I kind of bought it at the dip. So you either run out of money buying the dip. I mean, like unless you're gonna like, it's not day trade, but if you're a short term investor and unless you're a short term investor, and like that you can get in and get out and get in and get. I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's your preference. And this is not financial advice, by the way. Disclaimer. But for me, I'm just like a long term holder, so it's not that relevant to keep buying the dips all the time. It's cool, but I have other ways of buying the dip. Um, and we could touch base on that in a different video. This is mainly for myself and because I'm on the road to the next Bitcoin halving. We're in the middle of a halving right now. Well, actually, this is post halving. This is afterwards. This is like actually when it's supposed to go up, like way 90 days. So the halving was in April. We're in August. You can do the math. 90 days have passed and we're still chopping. But there's a lot of different factors. So when I look back on this video, years down the line, when the next halving's coming up, I want to know what's going on. So what's going on is that pretty much the ETFs have pushed the price up already. Not saying that that's it, but by the looks of it, everything's calming down a little bit, digesting the information. It's pretty much saying like, okay, so we're going to touch base on the airdrop. That's pretty simple. I'm not getting into specific airdrops. That's for sure. I don't got the time for that. But in reference to you know, there are a lot of different factors. I mean, like if you can go into the news, the ETFs have pushed a lot of things around premature. We reached the all-time high before the halving. That never happened before. So that's already different. That's already different. So things aren't the same anymore. So it's time to take a little step back. But that's where we're at right now. Some other things are, factors as far as Wall Street's concerned, and that is all this information here. And it's always good to read this stuff. I mean, actually read it. It's not hard to read. It's not really long or anything like that. The block's got the information that you need. It's relatively, condensed. And that's it, man. Like articles like this are really good for me. It's just like I know the price action is swings a little bit. Um, Outside of the couple cats I watch on YouTube, I mean, I really just look through this and then move on with my day. So things are happening, but it's going to take some time. So right now, it's time to get back into some airdrops. I started fading them because the market. I'm like, what's the point? But there is a point because for one, like I said, you can't buy the dip all the time. It's just not. How can I say? It's just not feasible, especially if you're not taking profit. You can't really do it. It's just not a good look, especially if you don't know if things aren't going the way that they were slated to go. I mean, I watch a lot of these guys, and you know, I really dig them, but they know things have changed a bit, so it's not like that. Anyway, this guy, let's touch base on this kingpin right here. Crypto Code. This guy knows his stuff. I mean, like there are some other people on here, but there's two I selected. Well, three actually. But two I selected that this is what they do. I mean, like they do airdrops, they cover them, and they go into a high amount of detail. And for me, it's a great way to get some crypto, right? And for the most part, either spend very little money to, in the process, or no money. I like to spend none, nothing, zero. So these guys here cover a lot of these airdrops. This is one crypto code. This dude, very thorough with his stuff. I mean, like, and pretty consistent too. You know, so I'll definitely be jumping back into this cat because I do want to see some information on the get grass. I'm already in there, as you can see right there. That's number one. So my other guy, this dude bounces around a lot. I had to find him again for this video because I took him off my list because airdrops wasn't relevant, so I did not subscribe. And now I subscribe back to these guys because I'm thinking, hey, you know what? I'm not going to fade airdrops right now. I think that it might be. I only do select ones, like stuff like get grass. Stuff is like kind of either hands off free that makes sense to me. Um, it's not many of them, but I have cashed out on a couple, which was pretty cool. And it wasn't like they gave me cents. Anyway, so this dude here, airdrops. I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm not sure what the name he's going by, or Razor or whatever. I think. All right, here you go. I don't even have to do that. But this person's got the Solana things going on with the airdrops. He's pretty thorough with it. I mean, I like him too because this is his bread and butter. I can tell, just like Crypto Cove, like whatever it is, these guys. I don't think the links are working that good. I tried it earlier. Let's see if it's working. Yeah, it's working now. So I had a old link to his stuff, and I don't think it was live anymore. But my man covers it in detail, and he has a video. Usually, he has a video on the bottom, and you can just, you know, but he's thorough with it. And like he has a whole thing that you got free ones. You want a free airdrop, he usually has those like listed up on here. You can like you can see some lot of categories. I don't know if he changed it up a little bit, but you can find some of them will say like free or something like that. And you can subscribe to his little airdrop tracker. So it's like I'm showing this man's channel as the rest of them, but I mean these guys are good. I mean, as far as like you want to get some airdrops going on, just follow these guys. I think that some other cats I've seen they would show like certain airdrops, but they would just keep showing the same one. Like it seems like I don't know what it was. Like either they were like sponsored for them or something or bought in. I don't know, but these dudes seem pretty legit. And if they were, I'm sure they would tell you that they were partnered with somebody or sponsored. Sponsored by somebody for these airdrops. But for the most part. I mean, that's pretty much all I have, except for my dude right here. Where is he at? My guy right here. Kevin just came out with a video on airdrops, and this dude's serious, so it's not like he's wasting his time doing these videos. He's definitely not. I'm in this group, and the group's pretty cool. But if you want to check out, you just check out Coin Sitter and follow Kevin. Maybe he's your cup of tea, maybe he's not. I mean, he works for me. You know, as far as like the group goes and the information, it's pretty sound. He moves at the pace I like, which is like it's not like, oh, I gotta jump into this now, hurry, I got these you know big ass arrows telling you to hell's fucking freezing over. He's just pretty legit dude. So watch yourself out there. These cats, um as far as like some of these people lead you down these rabbit holes. Some of them don't mean it, but some of them, they mean that's how they make their living. But just be mindful and filter out the information. Take a couple steps back always, because from my experience jumping back into the game hardcore, after some years, the level of nonsense is ridiculous. I'm talking about they is trying everything out here in all types of communities to either try to rob you, mislead you, you know, or just give you a whole bunch of nonsense, man. It's not even relevant. So, uh, I say take these people with a grain of salt. I have my squad that I'm running out, rocking out with. I mean, like, these guys, I would say, not just for this bull run, but like for the next bull run also. So I follow people who are long term, who are invested into this thing. They're not in here to day trade or I'm going to sell here. I'm going to buy here. I mean, some of these cats, that's the business when it comes to like DeFi, like these guys here, but they don't do it like, hey, we're gonna do this today. And I mean, they have a strategy they follow, and it makes sense to me. But a lot of other cats out there have you chasing every meme coin around the block that some people them created or something like in like 2 minutes flat, almost with very little effort, so they can pump it up. And it doesn't take much money to pump these things up, but man, they will rug pull you, you know, like slow drip you. They got all types of things. That's for another video. Oh boy, the stuff I've seen, man. Oh, I can cover it. I can talk a good bit of 2 hours, I think. And that's just to exhaust myself because it is wild out here, man. So no, I will touch base in the. I mean, everybody hates the man Gary Gensler. Okay, so I mean, like I'm not a fan of his. That's definitely not by no standards whatsoever. But I do say the man is he's doing a crackdown job. If his job is to crack down, he's doing a hell of a job. But here's the thing, though. I look at it like this: there's definitely need to be some regulation, and on both sides of the ship, things need to be a little bit more tighter. Obviously, the big picture is to have everybody on board at some capacity or be able to use a crypto wallet, cryptocurrency to some type of capacity. And the level of shittery and like scams and stuff that's going on right now, I don't personally think is ready for the main masses, because it's getting there. Don't get me wrong, but the level of the lack of security and safety, it's not for grandmom and them. Nah, nah, because and I don't, I mean, one day it will get there. Like, grandmom and like maybe her parents, and like, I'm close to being 50, and it's like, my mom, this is not for her. You know what I mean? Just stay away from Bitcoin, mom. You know, like maybe no, actually, just stick with Bitcoin. And she was going to do it to stick with Bitcoin, and if we wanted to be a little bit scared, you know, froggy, adventurous, then go for some Ethereum. But that's the best I could say for people like that, because for one, it's just not all the way there yet. It's getting there though. But I'm not trying to condone what Gary Gensler is doing. They're not helping with legislation. The legislation. They're just basically having. I think somebody put it like they're just getting judges to basically do their job. Here and there. You know, um, and that's no way to. You can't like base it off of what a judge or how a judge feels at that particular time, and have them just basically you know give out their opinions and rulings, and that's nothing. So anyway, and they've been losing that. But I do kind of get that they want to push and try to make things safe. They need to do a better job, a lot. But I think the man's heart's in the right place. Was I don't know, making a mess. And on the other side, crypto, you got hey, you got Coinbase. I mean, you got this. This is all around the world. This is not something. So this is a different type of monster because that's like everybody's got to come together to some extent. And some countries have like I do like over in Europe they got a like legislation they have these things worked out already. It's just like over here we don't, and we're like the dollar and all that stuff run currency of the world. So what do you want to do? But we're like dragging our knuckles when it comes to like hey, cryptocurrency, the regulation. We like to tell people what to do all the time. So like damn, like what the hell's the holdup and on the rules and regulations here? You know. They do like to tug with those markets, man. I tell you that much. Yeah. their hands is in there. So I just gotta wait. And then until then, you better hop on it. I'm about to hop on Crypto Cove. Get on the airdrop, man. My shit, my bags are floating downwards. So I need something to bide my time. We got any information? Like I said, this is just a diary. I will be looking back at this some years down the line. I hope, if I'm lucky, and and I can use this as a roadmap to, you know, to navigate the next bit of nonsense. But here's my advice to myself: don't drop the ball like I did last time. I stopped paying attention and I stopped investing. Really, I would just throw something in here and there, nothing big at all. And then it snuck upon me. This whole thing just snuck up on me, and bam, there we go. So I don't want to get snuck up on again. So I'm in it. I'm in it now. I am all the way in. Oh boy, am I. So let's see what happens. Later.